Once upon a time, a group of friends decided to go on an adventurous trip to a mysterious forest that was said to have a strange aura and untold secrets. The group consisted of Alex, the adventurous leader, Sarah, the level-headed planner, Jake, the joker, and Mia. As they entered the forest, the air was thick with suspense, and the tall trees loomed overhead, casting eerie shadows. The friends set up camp and started sharing stories around the fire. They joked and laughed, unaware of the impending trouble. The next morning they realized that one of their own, Jake, was missing. Panic set in as they searched the campsite and called out for him, but there was no response. "He must be playing a prank," Alex said, though his voice lacked confidence. Sarah frowned. "You don't think he ventured too far into the forest alone, do you? We should split up and search for him," Mia suggested. Her voice trembled with worry. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they began to feel a sense of dread. The trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the wind howled ominously. Finally, after what felt like hours of searching, they stumbled upon a clearing. What they found chilled them to the bone. Jake was hanging lifelessly from a tree, a rope tightly knotted around his neck. The friends stood in shock, disbelief clouding their minds. No, this can't be real," Mia cried, covering her mouth with her hands. Alex quickly dialed the police, his hands shaking. "We need help. My friend, he's dead." The operator's calm voice brought them a small sense of relief as the police promised to send a team right away. While waiting, they began to speculate on what had happened. Could it be suicide? Sarah asked, her brow furrowed. "Jake would never do something like that," Alex shouted, anger mixing with grief. "Someone must have done this to him." "We need to think logically," Mia said. "Who would want to harm Jake? He was loved by everyone." As the police arrived, the friends recounted the events, but their story was full of inconsistencies. Detective Harris took notes and listened intently. "We need to look at all of you as potential witnesses, and maybe even suspects," he said sternly. Days went by as the investigation unfolded. Each friend had to recount their alibis, and tensions rose among them. Secrets began to surface, and suspicions turned inward. Sarah and Alex had often teased Jake about his girlfriend, who had recently broken up with him. "Do you think she could have had something to do with it?" Sarah asked hesitantly. "I don't know," Alex replied, "but it makes sense that he was upset before we came here." As the police dug deeper, they discovered that Jake had confided in Mia about feeling betrayed and heartbroken. The revelation struck like a bolt of lightning. Mia had been the last one to speak to Jake before he disappeared. "Why didn't you tell us?" Sarah accused, her voice raised in anger. Mia's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't think it was serious. He just seemed sad and I thought he needed space." Detective Harris approached them. "We have secured the evidence needed to identify the real culprit. Your friend didn't take his own life, he was murdered." The friends were horrified and felt a mix of anguish and fear. They realized that someone within their circle had secretly harbored resentment towards Jake. After further investigation, it was discovered that Jake's girlfriend had been in touch with the group, pretending to be concerned. Detective Harris revealed that she had sent threatening messages to Jake after discovering he was moving on too quickly after their breakup. Confronted with the evidence, she broke down and confessed that in a moment of rage, she had confronted Jake in the forest, leading to a tragic altercation.